So it's 5:30 a.m. I had a nightmare. I fell asleep sometime after 8 p.m. because I got wet by the rain and I came home, got something to eat, and I fell asleep. So I didn't have my night portion of my green juice. Bought the stuff. That's how I got wet by the rain because I stopped to get bread and did some more green stock, because the thing about vegetable you have to learn about vegetable is that you can't have vegetable put down for too long. It's best to have it fresh and just coming from the tree if possible, from the garden if possible. So I I stopped to get some fresh vegetables just coming from the market. They came, if you look carefully you'll see that they are fresh. This I had from the first one. These I bought yesterday. A June plum is here because it's green juice. So this is kale. Finally got me some kale. I've been looking for kale for the longest while. Finally got some kale. Um, this is spinach. And as you can see, this is lettuce. So the green plum and the cucumber and a little ginger to take the taste. Because remember, there's no sugar. I'm not having any sugar for the duration of my green juice. And it's gonna be, I wanted to do it for 3 days, but I missed the first night, because what you do when you're doing the green juice cleanse is that it's the first thing you have in the morning and the last thing before you go to bed at night, before you fall asleep. Because what the green juice does is when you have it, it usually cleanses your colon. It cleanses your digestive system and your colon. Helps you to get rid of toxins and unhealthy fat from your colon, because we eat a lot of stuff that we really shouldn't consume in such large portions, because sometimes you're on the go, sometimes you're tired, sometimes you're coming from work and you really can't, too tired to cook and to get the right thing to eat, so you might do some fast food and some unhealthy fats. Even sometimes you're at work, you maybe could have managed to cook before the day before, or to cook on the very morning of going to work to take some for your lunch, and you might end up eating stuff that you really wouldn't normally consume. So what the green juice does is, I find that I am putting on a bit of weight, and after the weight has settled into some places like the hips and the thighs and the breasts and my face got a little bit, and my arms, I don't think I want to get rid of fat. If I have flesh, I have flesh, but I don't want to have too much fat hanging around. So after it has gotten to those places, it has settled a little bit on the tummy, and I'm not used to having any kind of tummy at all. I always love the compliments that I used to get about, can't believe when I tell people that I have children and they'll tell me that I'm lying because I don't have anything to show for it. So I don't want fat in my belly. I don't want too much fat on my body. Fat is good because it keeps you warm and it helps to protect your organs, but not too much, just enough to stay healthy. So I want to keep that going. And that is why I'm doing a green juice cleanse. I was gonna do it for 2 days because I have to have it on an empty stomach, or have it before you actually fall asleep, so that it can actually do the work that it should do. And when I say fall asleep, is that you're gonna eat your last meal probably about 5, 6 o'clock, and then by 9 o'clock you should 9, 10 o'clock is the time you usually go to bed, between 9 and 11 for most people, and by then your last meal would have digested and you would have your glass of green juice and go to bed. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna extend it to 4 days instead of 3 days, and at the end of it I'm gonna have my green tea for about 7 days, and that will top it off.